everyone, I am Surrender the Awesome and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/OhNoConsequences. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my kitten definitely lifting weights will convince you. And, random fact about my cat society is that apparently what is enough cause for a revolution is just the direction the wind is blowing. And also before I get started, don't forget to check out my other channel, Surrender Reviews, where I do video game, movie, and show reviews, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. And, without further ado, let's get into this! So this first post here says, "My BF's girl best friend ruined our relationship." Or did I? And this person here says, "Hi lovelies, I need some advice. I know this sounds cliche, but I feel like my boyfriend's girl best friend wanted me out of the picture and it worked. This happened years ago, so I adjusted the ages to when it happened. I, 21 female, was dating Steve, 26 male, for almost 1 year. We met during the sickness, so I didn't meet any of his friends at first. Eventually, I was introduced to his best friend Sabrina, 26 female. They had known each other since high school, and she was his first love. They even lost their virginity to each other and made a silly, if we are single at 30, marriage pact. Steve told me all this before we met, and though it bugged me a little, I chalked it up to young love. We met up with Sabrina and her new boyfriend Maddie, 28 male. She was fun, outgoing, and honestly, super likable. I saw why Steve kept her in his life. She made me feel welcome and offered us a ride home after dinner. We continued hanging out that night, and she seemed to give Steve a thumbs up about me. I thought she might become my friend too. Weeks later, Maddie left for work in another city, and Sabrina mentioned feeling lonely. One night, when I had friends over, mostly male, I invited Sabrina as well. She came, drank, and got hit on by one of my guy friends, which Steve helped defuse. I got pretty drunk and ended up fighting with Steve, which Sabrina witnessed. When I was alone with her, I opened a lot. Probably too much. I told her that I struggle with Steve's past with her, and that I found it hard to trust female friends, and that I had cheated on Steve before. Wait, what? Okay, this took an interesting turn. Anyways, this person goes on to say, "I also confessed a dark moment from before Steve and I were official, doing drugs and hooking up with multiple guys, one of whom was at our place that night. I told her not to say anything. Steve already knew parts of it, but didn't want to talk about it. She said that she understood and promised to keep everything between us, but I'm 90% sure that she told him everything when they went to pick up pizza. When they returned, Steve went cold. That night, she got drunk, and Steve wouldn't let her drive. He told her to sleep in the bed with me while he took the couch. The next day seemed normal. Weeks passed without Steve mentioning that night. Then Steve got injured at work. He couldn't reach me, my phone was in my locker, so he called Sabrina, who picked him up and brought him home. When I got back, he exploded. All the things that I told Sabrina came out. He said that he couldn't trust me and that I wasn't there for him when he needed me most, and decided that he needed space. The next day, Sabrina came to help him move out. I texted her, accusing her of ruining my life. Was this her plan? Was she never over him? Did she pretend to be my friend just to get close enough to sabotage our relationship? I mean, person, you literally told this to her. You weren't coerced or forced into telling her. You literally told her, and I guess she, decided, hey, I should probably tell my friend, be a good friend. Anyways, this person goes on to say, "Steve has blocked me, and so has she. I have blocked them both too. But I am heartbroken and confused. Reddit, do you think there's any way I can get him back? Or did I sabotage everything myself? Edit, I have read all the comments and I want to clear something up. Yes, I cheated, but I feel extremely insecure when he started talking about his ex. And when I got to meet her, she turned out to be the opposite of what I was expecting. I thought I would be able to hate her. I know it was immature of me to cheat and blame her. I should have kept my mouth shut. She is his friend at the end of the day. When I saw him last week, all the emotions came flooding back. I know I need to go to therapy and figure out why I couldn't blame myself. I understand what I did was wrong, and Sabrina was not in the wrong. I hope you all understand. I was extremely hurt and wanted a bad guy for my relationship ending. Clearly, there was no bad guy. I was the bad person in the relationship. I would like to think Sabrina ended my relationship, but I did. I need to stop looking at their social media and move on from this, even though it's hard. Thank you to everyone for hitting me with the harsh truth. I will learn to keep my mouth and legs shut. Okay, for this one, I know I'm gonna get some flack for this, but I'm probably gonna maybe give this maybe a 35 out of 50. Only because OP seems to at least be able to acknowledge that what they did was wrong. And that is, in all honesty, a lot more than what I can say for a lot of people. And at least they're willing to acknowledge that, yeah, maybe they were the one who was really in the wrong, so that is why they are getting a lower score than they probably deserve. But let me know in the comments down below what you think, because, yeah, while they did do something pretty bad, they're at least willing to acknowledge it in the end, even after probably getting a lot of hate in the comments, so there's that. And this next post here says, "Friend upset I'm homophobic?" And this person here says, "My friend Andrea is having a birthday trip. She always wanted to go to Monaco, and she's excited. Now, one of her friends is not as financially stable as us. It's going to be 4 of us. Her and her fiancé Kyle, and her friend Courtney. Courtney is in medical school and doesn't have a lot of money, and Andrea asked if I would share a room with her to split the cost. Obviously, Andrea is sharing a room with her fiancé. He's helping covering her part of her flight, and splitting the cost of a hotel room will help her be able to come. I originally agreed. Recently, I found out that Courtney is a lesbian, and I don't feel comfortable. Now, mind you, I have a boyfriend too. My friend is angry at me and accused me of being homophobic, which is the last thing that I am. Okay, do you want to maybe specify why you don't feel comfortable?" Anyways, this person goes on to say, "She said that if you're not going to do anything, why can't you share a room? But that's not the point. I wouldn't share a room with the guy knowing, even though I know I wouldn't cheat on my boyfriend. That can't be the only reason there, my friend." Anyways, this person here goes on to say, "I vented to my boyfriend Caleb about it, and he took a middle ground. He said he doesn't see anything wrong with me sharing a room, but says that they can't force me if I'm uncomfortable. Now, I asked him if it was a guy, would it be different, and he admitted it's different because I am a straight woman, so he knows he has nothing to worry about, but he would share a room with a gay man, but not a woman. I told him I wouldn't feel comfortable with him doing that, and he laughed and said never mind, but joked that it's not like you to have to worry about me sleeping with a dude. But he said that he would respect my boundaries, and they should too. How do I get them to respect it without reacting so negatively?" Okay, for this one, I'm gonna probably give this, probably a 40 out of 50. I mean, you seem to be pretty okay with probably sharing a room with, that person, but, that was until you figured out that they were a lesbian, which, yeah, you can't convince me for a second is definitely not the reason why you don't want to share a room with them, because, yeah, it sounds like that is actually the reason why you don't want to share a room with them. And, yeah, person, you kind of do sound like you might be homophobic, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I think with that, that's going to do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.